In my 2 decades navigating the intersection of technology and law, I've learned one hard truth: the most brilliant forensic analysis in the world is worthless if it collapses under cross-examination. Evidence that isn't properly preserved, documented, and defensible becomes a liability rather than an asset. Over the years, working across Web3 investigations, blockchain fraud cases, and traditional data breaches, I've refined a methodology that consistently survives judicial scrutiny. Let me share what actually works. Establishing an unbreakable chain of custody. The chain of custody is where most cases are won or lost, not in the lab, but in the paperwork. Courts don't care how sophisticated your tools are if you can't prove the evidence wasn't tampered with between seizure and presentation. Every time I handle digital evidence, I document who accessed it, when, why, and what changed. This means cryptographic hashing at the moment of acquisition. I generate SHA-256 hashes of every disk image, log file, or blockchain transaction record, and I re-verify those hashes at each transfer. If a single bit changes, the hash reveals it. A concrete example: in a tokenization dispute I consulted on, opposing counsel challenged whether wallet transaction logs had been altered. Because I had time-stamped hashes anchored to a public stellar ledger entry, we demonstrated immutability instantly. The challenge evaporated. Blockchain, ironically, is one of the best forensic allies we have. Its append-only nature provides tamper-evident timestamps that courts increasingly recognize. My rule, and one I teach every junior analyst: if it isn't documented, it didn't happen. Using forensically sound acquisition methods, you never work on original evidence. Ever. I create bit-for-bit forensic images using write blockers, hardware or software that prevents any modification to the source. Tools like FTK Imager, Xways, and open-source options like combined with verification hashes remain industry standards. The key legal principle is repeatability. A defense expert should be able to take the same source, apply the same method, and arrive at the same result. During a fraud investigation involving smart contract exploitation, I documented my Soroban contract state extraction so precisely that an independent examiner reproduced my findings within a 0.2% margin, variance attributable only to timestamp rounding. That reproducibility is what convinced the court. I also maintain contemporaneous notes. Not reconstructed later, written as I work.